Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to Fast Tech. In today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to delete other storage on iPhone and pretty much free up some space and save some storage on your iPhone. A lot of people still using the 16 gig, the 32 gig, even 64 gig iPhones, and it's not really enough for the day-to-day uses. So it's really important to keep track of your storage and make sure that you have some free space by clearing out miscellaneous stuff such as other storage, cache files, and all those crazy stuff. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, if you go to settings, general, and iPhone storage, right there, take a look at it carefully. On that bar right hand side, the green color right there, it says other, and that other is taking up a big chunk of my storage, and probably you guys even more because I cleared it recently. If you haven't cleared it, you're gonna have a big other storage right there. As you can see, if you scroll all the way down, you can see how much exactly it's taking up. For me, it's taking up 6.34 gigs, which is pretty normal. If you have anywhere from 4 gig to 6 gigs, that is pretty normal. But if you have anything above that, then you have a big trouble. You have to manually clear up. Apple is supposed to automatically clear it, but it doesn't always do a great job of maintaining this storage. So the whole purpose of this video is to show you guys the tips and tricks to help you reduce this number and free up some space, the storage, so that you can enjoy using more important stuff, taking more photos, etc, etc. So the first things that you can try to do in these settings is go to Safari, because this is probably one of the most common apps that you guys use. If you guys use Safari right there, if you use any other web browser such as Google Chrome, Firefox, you can do the same thing. Go to find the app and then clear the history and website data. What it does is that it pretty much clears up all the cache files, all the cookies, and everything that it collects over time. So if you've been using Safari for a long time, you're probably gonna save up a lot of storage by just clearing history and website data. After you have done that, another thing that you guys can try, go to iTunes right here and then scroll down, and you have this option that says upload unused apps. It pretty much, if you can read it right there, it says automatically remove unused apps but keeps all the documents and data. So you guys can pretty much offload unused app. If you turn this on, it's gonna automatically detect apps that are not used and it will offload it. Let me show you what I mean by that. If I do it manually, I would go to general, iPhone storage right here. As you can see, let's say I want to offload this app right here. If I want to offload this is a music player app, right? I would still keep the document and data, but I would just offload the app. So if I hit offload right there, as you can see, it's only taking up the documented data right here. If I scroll right here over there, after you've offloaded, you can see this icon next to your the name right there, the cloud icon. So pretty much I can reinstall it back whenever I need it. If I don't use it, I can just offload it, but whenever I need it, I can reinstall it back. What it does is that it pretty much clears out all the cache. It frees up some space, but at the same time it keeps all the documents and data. If you have downloaded any music for listening offline, it will still keep all those good stuff, all the data, all the documents, so you wouldn't lose everything that you've done. You can also do this for games. I don't usually play games on my iPhone, but if you guys play any games, you can offload the game app but still keep your progress, still keep your documents and data inside the app so that you don't lose your progress whatever game you guys play. Another thing that you guys can do, if you haven't updated in a while, make sure you keep your iPhone up to date, because whenever, like right here, as you can see, it says install now. If I go to storage, as you can see, it is taking up quite a bit of my storage right here, iOS 13.4.1. So it is taking up a lot of my storage. As soon as I install this and update my iOS, it will automatically clear this up and open up some storage for me, which will also clear out all the cache files, and it will probably decrease my other section right there. Another thing that you guys can do to decrease this other storage right here, especially if you use any social media or any messaging apps, you can literally delete them off of your iPhone. Let's say right here, right, City Mapper. This one is GPS type of app, and it is taking up a lot of the document and data, a lot of cache files. I don't usually need this documents and data, so what I can do is I can completely delete it from my device and reinstall it back, and it would pretty much clear out all the cache, all the files automatically, that files that you don't really need. It's only for system data use only. So if I go back to App Store and reinstall it back, let's give it a couple seconds. So right here, as you can see, I can open this app again after installing it. And if I go back to settings, let me refresh this page right here. If I can find the city mapper. So right there, as you can see, city mapper is right here. And as you can see, the document and data file, which is all the cache files, is substantially decreased. It's only 1.2 megabytes, whereas before it was above 55 megabytes, I believe. So especially if you use any social media apps, you do a lot of messaging and all that kind of stuff, what happens is that every time you load any video in social medias, every time you search something, pretty much it collects all these cache files, your search history, and all that kind of stuff that you don't necessarily need. So what you can do is completely delete it off of your iPhone and reinstall it back every now and then to keep track of your cache files. So pretty much after you have followed all the steps, you should have this lowered down a little bit, especially if you have it way above average. For me, it's just normal. That's why it didn't decrease by much. But even after you have followed all those steps, if you didn't see any big changes, the last step that you can do is pretty much reset all the settings and all the customized stuff. And the way you do this is go to general and reset. Right here you can pretty much reset everything. This is going to reset all the customized the settings that you have done, so make sure you remember them before you're resetting them. You can also back up your device manually by going to iTunes on your computer and backing it up just to be safe. So pretty much you can reset all the settings. This will pretty much erase all the cache that been collected over the past couple of years that you've been using your iPhone. So this is another way to pretty much clear up some cache and decrease the other storage. But those are all the tips that I have for you guys today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Smash that like button and subscribe down below for more content just like this one, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.